Hello and welcome to my life um, showcase of what we did in our FYP. This was one thing that I wanted to record um, because we did a lot of work on this, and currently you're seeing Islamabad and some points that are marked as unsafe. Now, a little overview about this application. You can go, this is home, this is where you can generate a route from where you want to go, and this can also be accessed by your mobile. We did build a mobile overview which I can show right now. Control Shift I, and I can. How does it look like on mobile? This is what it looks like on mobiles. There are two entry places: pickup location, drop-off location, and you can just search up the route. So before I get started, what was the idea behind it? Um, the idea was simple. We were planning on making an application that um, was supposed to generate alternate routes that would give us more liberty in deciding which route is safe and which isn't. Specifically for Karachi, um, there were some things that we figured that there are some areas that are notoriously um, with a high crime rate, that are notorious with the high crime rate, and some places which aren't as much. So, of course, there are some routes that you can avoid in order to keep your safety for intercity travel or intra-city travel. Intercity travel would be like from someone from Islamabad is going to Lahore or Karachi or Multan or Peshawar, and they are using our application and they can figure out what are the places that are safe, what are the routes that you can take where you won't most likely get robbed, mugged, or killed, or get stuck in traffic, or go through a disaster. Also, all of these spots were limited by time. So as soon as there is some sort of a marker that isn't anymore, um, there is a place where which is now safe and which wasn't like a few days ago. It can just completely take it away. It would wipe that off of our database. So a brief description would be, let's just say that we pointed out this. We created these two places where we were deciding to go from gully number G40, gully number 43 to gully number somewhere over it. Let's just say gully number 33. So we are going to take this, where is this exactly? G8? Oh yeah, G8 too. So our pickup location is gully number 43, so G8 slash 2 gully 43, and let's see, it almost looks like gully, yep, gully 43, and we'll be dropped at gully 35, or let's just say, let's get dropped at gully 35. I'm just gonna, it's not G7, it's G8 too, so I'm gonna change that real quick, and gully 32 G-8 slash 2. Let's see if the search thing pops up. Yep, it does. Now let's generate the route. Now, keeping in mind generating a safe route does not necessarily mean that it's going to update real time. For example, if you're going on a place from one place to another, oh, there's a route run. Oh, it clearly is not a wait. Gully 32 from. Hey, this is not where I want to go from. Idiot. This is supposed to be the landmark. Let me see what I'm doing wrong here because we tested this application before posting it live. Gully number 43. Let's figure out our pickup location again. Gully 43 G8 slash 2. Okay. Yeah, one thing that we could really use here is to, just pinpoint our location on the map rather than having to type it out, because that can be a bit strange and hard to do, because if you're moving from one place to another, it's not like green, it's not as seamless. Oh, so we have our route. Now this has generated these two routes. Now the red one marks unsafe because it crosses that radius, which is, why is this not working? Okay, it is supposed to work, and this is supposed to, if you click on this, it's supposed to highlight with a tooltip that this place is unsafe. It's specific things. I think I didn't pull the repository that was updated by Sharyar. Me and Sharyar were working on this project. He was the main developer. I was mainly just the research worker and documentation guy. This is one of the reasons why I'm recording this video, because it means a lot to me, because we worked on it from scratch, and this was plenty of work. I really loved working on it, and maybe sooner or later we'll decide to make it go live. Maybe if it's production ready and we decide to work on it. So these are two routes that it'll generate, and you can take, you can choose between these two routes. So this was our F5P. Now a little about what we did in our front end and back end. So we created two modules for it. One was the client, which would be you looking at our website, which is made on React White, React Wheat, whatever you want to call it. I like to call it white because it's V-A-T-E. But generally it's pronounced as wheat. Wheat. Okay, so we have a client and a server. The backend is made on Python. App.py. This is everything that we coded everything in one script, and it starts all the way up from importing the libraries, the most amazing part and the easiest part, I guess. So we're using Flask for some data cleaning, then Flask cores for some reasons. I'll show you why we're using it. And then we have OpenRoute service as a client, and OpenRoute service is basically generating a map for us, and it is generating those routes. It's an open source Python library, and it has helped us tremendously. Similarly, we have import Folium, then Pandas. Pandas, you know what Pandas does. If you don't know what Pandas does, you've got to take a programming course on Python. Then we have Spacey. I'll explain what it does. Then we have these Firebase modules and some more distinct shapely.geometry, import polygon, mapping, multi-polygon, line string, point. These are everything that we're using to pinpoint all these locations, such as these, pinpointing it, generating these routes, marking these pinpointers as a polygon, and then drawing a circle on it with a yellow color. Yep, that's the fun part. So we have our credentials forward, and now we are doing Flask app. We're calling the application. When you're using ORS, you generally need an API key through which they make sure who is using their application. Later on, we trained a model, SVM news classifier, and we pickled that, and we stored it somewhere in F. F is supposed to be a directory, and here is as F. So we have pickle.load F, and we're bringing F here. I didn't really work on machine learning part, so I don't really know what's exactly going on here. Then we have NLP Spacey load. This is technically loading the library and the English core web language. More on that, I think you should research on it, but the most little I can tell you is that it can read English and it can identify words that are similar, or it can just identify the context of English words. As you can see, my amazing brilliance in English. Okay, so then we have docs.db. Also, all the points that you mark, everything that it goes directly to our Firebase, and then from Firebase it comes down to db.collection avoid coordinates. So all the coordinates that we want to avoid, I'll explain how we are getting those coordinates by you just putting in some text and marking that on the map, and then it brings it down to docs. We create a few basics And then app route, we identified, we didn't identify, we developed some case responses where we were matching the predictions. More on this later because it turned a bit difficult for us when we were. Wait, is my audio right? Which one is my audio? Which one is taking my audio? Oh yeah, audio is fine. So, um, sexual offenses, robbery, other notifiable offenses, fraud, forgery, burglary, violence, theft, or murder, or you can even add on to these with disasters, flood, earthquake, building crash, भूल गया है पाकिस्तान में तो होता रहता है. So we created three main methods, which we did in fact worked around and researched around, and they were a bit and slightly complicated to build. They were very tricky with what to put in first and what to put in next. And so where's the main function? This is the create buffer, zap route. The main function that is generating the route is this, def create route. Where is it? Where did it go? Where are you hiding? Okay, so this is the main function. We come down to folium map. It is taking the map, pinpointing the map to a central location, which is Islamabad, and then zoom start is 11. So you can generally have an outlook of what Islamabad looks like on a map. Wow, isn't that crazy? Anyway, then we have void coordinates, and later on, we're just passing these coordinates from docs to doc, and we are appending them to this way. Not something that is production ready. Definitely not something that is production ready. So avoid coordinates. One of the reasons why I'm saying this is not production ready is because think about it this way. We have latitude and longitudes in our database that we're getting, and we're specifically getting lon, and we're specifically getting lats. So all of this is with the below notation of n is going here. So if there are a million places with crime rates, and you are from Pakistan, and let's just say you're from Karachi, and it's generating all the routes from all over the world, then big O notation of n is going to be a big problem. The best solution for it is to pinpoint your location and add a condition from where you are, and to generate all the. It's very possible. It's very easily possible to create a subset of Karachi and Karachi SR pinpoint locations, and you get them, and that would reduce your big O notation. And there, furthermore, you can even decrease the area, the radius of where you want to search. Or yeah, this is very tricky, and it's actually very interesting. Then we have a pickup location and drop off location. So when we do a pickup, it marks यहाँ से जा रहा है, वहाँ तक जा रहा है, which is actually pretty amazing. Then we have polygons, area geometry, unit polygons. These are all the things that if I start explaining them, this is going to be a 2-hour long tutorial video and explanation. I don't want to get into that. I'll just go through the basics of route directions from one point to another, add to. Okay, one thing I want to explain is dot add underscore to m. M is the map that we're generating. So we're generating a map. We call the instance with the name m, and whatever we're adding in that map is supposed to be done via folium using dot add underscore to method, and you're attaching it all on to the map. So after each time, you'll see this repetitive. Oh wow, I get confused. Such as here, then here, and whatever we have to add on the map, we use that. Afterwards, once you have all those coordinates, you get them all in the map, and you have to point them out one by one. So running a loop here, and crimes.append crime, drawing a polygon, append polygon, and add to map. This loop is basically taking in all the data, all the crime points, and this is generating the polygon buffer using the lat and lon, and it is once again crimes areas.append crime area. Afterwards, we take in and draw all of these, and there's another function called the function call is, I don't think we call the function here, polygon poly and area underscore geometry dot append. So it's going to append all of the total of geometrical coordinates that we have is going to add it on to this thingy, this variable that we have, and we're going to append it with area underscore geometry. Afterwards, we're going to take this and we're going to map it like this and add directly to the map. Map it directly. Mapping. We are supposed to create cascaded unions and area geometry. This, all of the geometry is basically pointing out the location where you want the highlighted figure. This is, okay, let me show it to you directly, it's going to be better. So let's take this. So here's this point, and the geometrical and union cascade is this part, this cross-sectional area in this circle. So it's going to add all of these. When you get into the coding part, you'll realize how complex it actually can get. So for each point method, for each point here, we are going to just draw a yellow boundary so we can, avoid all of this. And if this line, the route that it is generating, intersects or passes through this yellow line, is going to be marked red. I'm not sure if it works with multiple lines or multiple, like if this line is passing through here and then goes around over here and is marking red as well. So that part I'm not sure of. Currently the POC that we were creating, the proof of concept, was such that the red line and then the green line, and it can give us two different routes to go at a particular location. So this is pretty much it. This is all you need to know about the backend API that we created. About the front end, I don't think you'll be very much interested in code, but I think it's more important part is that we show you this home or inform us. Here you can, there was a, if you were to add, there was a robbery, or you can say there was a sexual offense against me, what in F9 park. Yep, that one park that keeps us awake all the time. So the best part about this is you don't even have to identify where it happened here in the text. You can identify the location here in F9 Islamabad. But when you will be dialing it here, F9 card Islamabad, this is going to automatically generate search. Okay, it's not doing it. It is supposed to bring up the entire exact location. Oh, so it submitted successfully. Now let's go to home and see if this does in fact generated in F9 park. If the sexual offense was actually happened or it's just okay, let's visit F9 park. Oh, where is F9 park? That's D12. I know F9 park is somewhere around here. F8, F9 park. Okay, I think I'll have to do it again. There's something wrong with the application. There was a sexual offense in F9 park. F9 park Islamabad. Oh, it's working. It's working now. Submit successfully. I submitted it 2 times. I hope it works because this has been submitted 2 times. Oh, hello, what do we got here? We got 2 point, oh, we got a single point in F9 Park. So F9 Park is notoriously known for rape, assaults, and sexual offenses. Apologies if I share some. But facts remain facts. If there's a place notorious for sexual crimes, then it should be called out the way it is. So this is what our, no, we are not really taking a path here. is all of this park, and you won't be driving your car here, so you can't really identify anything. But what's the best part about this is, if an park is unsafe, don't visit it, especially after Maghrib or after dusk. So this was it. This was our FIP. I was really excited for it. Thank you for if you stuck around for the video. I know there were a lot of I am really bad at this, recording videos. But there's one good part that I want to share. There's one good part that I want to share. This has been Dockerized, so we have a Docker YAML file live on our Docker Hub. I was really excited to do it because dockerhub.io. Is it dockerhub.io? I don't think it's dockerhub.io. It's Docker HUB. Let's look it up. Hello, Docker. It's been a while since we last met. No, I'm just kidding. I'm currently working on Docker. In my office though, not here. Hello. How dare you ask me for another sign in? Sign me in. Send me occasional updates. No. They require what? My email? Oh, this email is supposed to go from here to here, and it's supposed to be 4454052. Okay, you wanted me to point out where the tractors are. That's so cute. Can't you identify it yourself, idiot? Let's go. What the fuck? Failed to complete sign up? Do not use this email. Okay, how about I just log in using my sign in? I hate this part. I shouldn't have to do it. Continue. It remembers me. This motherfucker does remember me. Okay, so hello Docker. Yeah, just like I told you. Here's safewrap -server and the client, and if you go to client, I think I did publish my. So if you were to look into this and see if there's a, oh wow, there's a lot. This is beautiful, isn't it? This is not something that I did. Vulnerabilities, image layers, repositories, latest. Where's the Docker Compose file here? I don't think I did upload Docker Compose file in this information. Oh, you got the tag name. I didn't add the tag name. Why didn't I add the tag name? Because there is no tag. Wow, you didn't improve. Okay, this is it. I was really excited about building it and then pushing it on my Docker Hub. I think it was my first. Oh, there is. Look at this. There's a Docker file here, and then there's a Docker file here. Wow. I loved working on this. So yeah, this is it. I think I should stop recording before I keep talking to myself.